You could have taken us all down with you.
Why do men keep on rejecting me? Is it because my father abandoned me as a young child?
It's just in such a frenzy, just like...
You're not a real fish. What happens if you swallow it?
Have you ever had the shits? Welcome to Zarnia, Games and Geekery. This is Legends of Storms Eye.
Storms Eye.
Our actual play D&D show. I'm with my wonderful players. Hello, wonderful players. How y'all doing?
Hello.
Awkward as ever. My Ibuya just not having it.
Well, Thrastock more.
Thrastock not having it. Good. Last episode, our team of Bucketeers sat down in a wonderful, warm sitting room with cups of tea, and were told a horrible story about how Iggy's mother lost her soul, and her and Irene ran scams by creating the titans and the monsters they faced, culminating in the Battle of the Kraken at Daleport, where many hundreds of Daleport citizens were killed. Irene bearing a lot of guilt for that. Of course, there were a lot of questions from the whole party, especially from Iggy, who was given a letter which he has not yet read. While most of them went to bed, Jack snuck away in the night, being quite hurt about being excluded from Irene's life in such a big way. As she was wandering the streets at night, she realized that she was being followed. She turned the tables and got the jump on Jaggy Muckrak, a gutterkin who was quite an asshole. Interrogating him for a brief and very awkward fight, he confessed that he was watching them because he was working for the Obsidian Ring. After that fight, he ran off into the night. The next day, the group came back together and headed up to the rock formation, the Eagle's Wing, where they searched for traces of the Unbreakable Armory. They found nothing, only a sheer cliff, unnaturally sheer. Looking down, they surmised that perhaps the location of the Unbreakable Armory was somewhere underwater. Looking out to sea, though, they saw a large ship, and on that ship, familiar shape of a zeppelin that they had seen over the infinite library on Crumb. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions. Can I just take a little bit of a temperature of your characters? What's going through Thrastock's mind?
How can we get into the Unbreakable Armory? And should the infinite library be destroyed so the more evil books don't come out of it?
Why do men keep on rejecting me? Is it because my father abandoned me as a young child?
The people on that boat, the same people who left a knife in my desk.
What do these zeppelins mean? And can I trust Legacy?
What mysteries will we discover in the Unbreakable Armory? And could those village people on the sheer cliff know how to get in?
Will I become a titan?
So, the six of you are standing on the edge of the cliffs, looking out over the sea. There's a very large ship, quite industrial-looking steamship with the Zeppelin. It is a very big ship. It is large enough to fit this Zeppelin on its deck. But it doesn't look like a war carrier or a warship or anything like that. It looks very, very functional. Below, you can still hear like kind of like the cries of seabirds that are nesting and the shout of the aarakocra coming up from the village below. What would you like to do?
Is there a way down this cliff towards these buildings, or like a ladder or steps or something?
Leaning over and trying to get your bearings, you can see that further along there looks like a pretty poorly maintained set of something cut into the cliff face leading up to the top. But it looks like most of the stuff goes on down below. And you can see that there are some floating jetties that stick out with those similar long canoes moored there.
How high is the cliff? Do you think I'd be able to?
It's about 500 meters.
That's high.
Yeah, so that's probably too risky for Glenda to try and.
The highest of the aarakocra buildings look at least 300 meters down.
Because I'm thinking some of my hardier threads that I carry if someone could like hold it, I could perhaps abseil down, but then, I don't know, maybe find a way to get the others down, but it could also just mean that I'd end up down there and you guys still stuck on top and then I'm stuck down below.
Also, 300 meters of thread, is that? You're carrying a big bag of stuff?
I left my village planning a long trip. This is pretty much all thread on my backpack.
We have to go down there.
Yes.
If Bahamut will not go to the mountain must come to Bahamut. Perhaps can we not get to the attention of the aarakocra and speak to them without climbing down to the village?
An excellent idea.
If we make so much commotion, then surely we don't
people.
necessarily want the ship and the Zeppelin to see us.
True. That's a good point.
This is a fair point.
I mean, I think that the only way we're going to get down there is to go down there, go down to the coast, get a boat around, speak to the aarakocra.
So you can also go further along and investigate that whatever. It could be a ladder, it could be a series of ropes. You're not quite sure at this distance.
Okay, I'm going to look, there's some ropes over there or something. I can't see very clearly, but I think we should go check it out.
Cool, let's
Good
go.
idea.
Okay,
Let's
let's
get this going.
Oh, little hike, butterflies, birds. Legacy
I'm
at the
still
back
keeping my
going.
peepers on.
Oh yeah, because we're not pass without a trace anymore.
Yeah, we're still keeping, checking it out.
keeping
Still,
watch.
How long does Pass by the Trace last?
Just 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, so there's no, but you are still trying to find cover. Okay.
no, I'm still trying to look around. Are we being followed? Not just walking without kind of carefully walking.
Carefully walking.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You come to the place where you'd seen it come onto the cliff, and there are a pair of posts hammered down into the bedrock of the cliff, and from these are thickly woven ropes that go down over and accompany a switchback path forward and down the face of the rock face. It is quite narrow, but there is chains and ropes to hold on to. Would you like to
I kind
proceed?
of give it a push to see how solidly in the rock it is.
It looks pretty good. Yeah, it's good work. Not
Yeah.
dwarf work, but good work.
I'm definitely game.
Yeah, this looks like the way down.
Let's go.
All right. Is it possible to use our own rope to create a little safety harness that you can kind of loop around?
You definitely can tie all the members of your party together.
That sounds like a good idea. That way if someone does fall, the rest of us can grab into the chains and hold them.
All fall together.
Or you
Or
all
you
fall,
all die
or you pull the
together,
other
yeah.
guys
And it'll
down.
be like a TPK. Yeah.
What's a TPK?
No worries about it. Don't worry about that. It's something I hear when I play my games with my friends. It's just we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
All right. I mean, I do think roping together is good. We've got
Yeah.
chains to hold on to. That way, if one person falls, there are
Yeah, fair
5
enough.
of us to hold on.
Okay.
We can hold them.
Okay.
Right. We rope together.
If
All
we're
right.
being followed, and if somebody wants us dead, like you say, going down these stairs we're going to be easy pickings.
Come through and pull out those stakes.
Or they can just, throw us with rocks or shoot us with arrows.
Yeah, so it's not like a hanging ladder that is connected at one point. It's more like on mountains things where you would get a rope connected there, it goes there, then it's connected there, and
And then you're
as-
going along the face.
yes.
So it's like
and
a-
by
like a-
switchback I
like a
mean
ledge like that.
That's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're walking along a ledge that
Yeah.
goes
With
down.
a little turnaround part that then goes
Okay.
down and zigzags down.
Cool. Let's go for it.
Let's get to it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Who's leading?
Who's the most?
I'm pretty agile, but I don't know if agility is what we need.
Perhaps the smallest among us should lead, and the lightest.
Yeah, that's probably someone who can test the water, so to speak, before they
Before
take
the
a step.
rest of
So
us go.
So Glenda.
Glenda, you look-
Glenda.
That's
Yeah.
up to you.
All
All right, here I go.
All right, second.
I'll go with Glenda. I'll go.
Third.
So
I'll go. Third.
Fourth.
I think the strongest needs to go at the back.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I'll go
Paladin
last, I think.
definitely should stand
Then
back.
it shall be I at number 4.
And I guess I'm going to be number 5.
And Thrastark at
Bring
the
up
back.
rear.
Good,
See
good,
my
good.
shield.
So, tied together, firmly tied with the rope around your waist, you start heading down. It is quite high, and wind whips past you as you are going. And you cling to these ropes that they seem solid, they're thickly made, but kind of moist from the sea air, and there's a splatter of water over the track cut into the rock. This is definitely not dwarven handiwork. This was, I don't know, some other less diligent group of masons did this. And so you're going, holding on tightly. Glenda, you are in the lead, hand over hand. It's fine, going quite well. Does anyone have a fear of heights?
Iggy has never been high on, like, above anything before, so he's feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I'm feeling like, okay, this is
All right.
really weird.
All right. I would like everyone to make a wisdom save. No one with disadvantage, because no one has any phobias of heights.
No. Oh, that's not too bad.
Wisdom
21.
plus 3.
21.
10.
10.
17.
13.
13 as well.
13.
13.
Table
All
of
right.
13s.
I set the DC at 10, so even Glenda, you have a moment where you just kind of sway a little bit and your light body is caught by the wind, but you hold on, take a pause, a breath, and keep going.
It's okay, Danny. You'll be okay.
Because you're in front.
Close. Oh,
Yeah.
thank God for my core.
A seagull's kind of squawk past you. Like, "Ah, ah." That's my seagull's sound. As you keep on going, and you're getting more spray coming up. Everyone just roll a dexterity saving throw. Iggy,
13.
Makanda,
17.
Jack.
13.
13.
Guys, what is going on?
That's weird. There's a lot of 13s.
4.
Oh no.
17. Okay.
Glenda, you gotta take a
With my plus 3 dexterity.
Oh, no, but your saving throw should be a little bit higher. Isn't your saving throw in the saving throw box? As a monk, I think you don't you.
It would be in here.
Where are you seeing a save?
So
I'm sorry, guys.
Strength, so you got strength and dex, that's your dex saving throw.
Oh, okay. 6.
Okay. Slightly better.
All right, 6. The seagull just spots your beautiful red hair. It's so bright and swoops in, gives a little like tug on your thing. You and slip.
Oh no.
And Iggy, roll a strength save.
Oh,
Roll an athletics check. Strength or
check.
athletics.
oh shit. It's plus 0. Ooh, that is a 16.
16.
Yeah.
Iggy, suddenly the weight of Glenda is swinging on you, and you are holding her tight. You're holding
Danny!
tight with the other
Danny!
hand. Yeah. But you manage
Everybody, take a step back and back and back.
to haul her back up, and Glenda.
God, are you okay?
Oh, why am I in the front? Oh, this is a perilous position I'm in.
You really have to be more careful. You could have taken us all down with you.
Oh my god, legacy. Stop talking.
It's true.
You're just leaning into it at this stage. All right. After that, heart palpitations, you get down to a platform cut into the face of the mountain, and it is the opening of the aarakocra settlement. No one seems to be down here. This seems to be a little bit of an out-of-the-way, back way in that no one really pays attention to. But you can see that it kind of goes into the mountain as a tunnel and loops over. And you can hear voices of other aarakocra further down. And if you look out and lean over, you can see some of them are down on the jetties, kind of hanging around. There is a cluster of them, though, on a central, larger piece of rock that juts out. It seems like they are engaged in some kind of ceremony, and you can hear their melodic song going in tune with the crash of the waves beneath, and the clatter of castanets maybe made of seashells or something. Something is going on. And if you stay and you watch for a moment longer, suddenly whatever is on the plinth in the center catches fire, and a plume of smoke is swept away by the wind into the salty air. What would you like to do?
They've started a fire in the guys who are having the ceremony.
They've set something
On the plinth.
Yeah. The ceremony involved something, lighting something on the plinth.
Did they light it, or did it just...
From this distance you can't see. They are
Okay.
a little bit further away from you, probably 300-400 meters.
Do we see any one of them wearing a colorful cloak or cape?
You do not.
But I guess we can go closer and ask them where Yalada is.
Or just name drop. You say, hey, we're friends of Yellowdoes.
Yeah.
Does anyone know anything about the aarakocra here?
I mean, they live on Kram and they stick to themselves and we stick to ourselves.
But do they have any sort of sacred days or ceremonies or...
Would
I don't
Iggy know that?
That's up to you.
Well, I'd say major celebrations probably. Like,
Okay.
because there'd be noise or commotion
Alright,
from the other side.
So you do know that this looks like a funeral.
Okay.
Yeah. That the aarakocra burn their dead.
Okay. Well, so guys, I think they don't look very happy about this, and then that thing that they just burned, that's one of their dead. I think this is a funeral. We're funeral crashing, guys. It's awkward. Yeah, just be respectful. I think we send Frastok up front, eh?
He's the least respectful person.
What do you mean? He's like a bastion of honor. And you're a cleric. I think the two of you should go in first and pay your respects. He has a god. He can maybe bless the guy or lady that died.
He's
Got good
gonna
authority.
smite them. $10 says he's gonna smite them by the end of this thing.
Whether
Why
or
would
not
he
a blessing
smite them?
from
They're
Ash.
not evil.
Smite? Why did he smite anything?
He only smites evil, right? Right?
Of course, you can't smite good.
Yes.
Look at that, like a robot.
Could we offer
like
them a
robot.
gift? Maybe
I
could you
think
knit
we
them
should
an-
just politely and respectfully speak to them.
Iggy
You
pushes.
can't
and
keep
express what we're
offering
trying to
them
do.
for me to make
I
them clothing
walk
every time you
forward.
see an aarakocra.
He liked it.
I walk forward and look for an aarakocra who's not
Cool.
busily engaged.
So you head down the tunnels. So it takes you away from the surf. There doesn't seem to be any kind of direct way that way. And as you go through the tunnels, they're kind of lit by little lanterns, and you can smell like the burning blubber and fish oil of them. They're a little bit smoky, and you can see that the roof is kind of stained with soot. But other than that, it's quite a clean, nice kind of little pathway. And the first aarakocra that you get to, you see just kind of an old, wizened aarakocra sitting on like a little bit of a rocking chair with a really absurdly long pipe.
Greetings.
Yeah.
I am Frastok, a paladin of Aster. I apologize. We seem to have come at an inconvenient time.
Oh, yes, yeah, very inconvenient time. It's bad business, yeah.
What happened?
Oh, it was Shark attack.
That's sad.
5th shark attack this week. 5th one.
5 shark attacks in a week, is that normal?
No, it's very unnormal, very unnormal. Yeah.
Perhaps we should look into that.
Can we all hear this, or is it just him?
I think you're close enough.
Okay.
What are you featherless doing down here?
We are investigating the ruins. We believe there were ruins here that are perhaps underwater, and we thought you might know more about that. Yes, there's a great cliff here, but it was not always a cliff.
Yeah. There are those blocky blocks that that old featherless seem to love living in.
Where are they?
Out to sea, just off the cliff. Yeah.
Underwater?
Yeah. What?
Underwater.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
What do you mean the blocky blocks that us featherless like to live in?
Oh, you like stack all these little rocks on top of each other.
I see.
Bricks, yeah. Bricks, yeah.
Underwater.
Yeah. Lots of them, yeah.
Indeed. Well, perhaps we can look into the shark problem while we're down there. But do you know anything about that ship? I gesture at the...
Oh, yeah, that's a bad business, yeah, that ship. Yeah, bad business, yeah. Weren't any sharks before them. Weren't any sharks before they came, yeah.
Have you seen the sharks? Are you sure that it's sharks?
I've seen a shark bite. I've seen many shark bites in my life. And he pulls up his sealskin vest, and you can see he's got like a massive kind of scar like around his waist. He's like, yeah, you don't get these, in the pecking order. No, sir. That's a shark. Yeah.
So, the ship is connected to the shark attacks, perhaps. Do you know whose ship it is?
Some featherless, yeah. Yeah.
One moment. We should look into going and sinking and burning that ship if it's starting to
I mean, if they're releasing sharks, they're obviously protecting something. They're trying to stop these guys from getting too close. That's what's happening. And burning and sinking, it might not be such a bad idea, guys.
We should definitely look into it. I mean, burning and sinking is always
what a hero would do.
As clearly the only reasonable person here at the moment, you want to go into shark-infested waters to attack a ship that potentially controls the sharks in the shark-infested waters.
To investigate. If we need to burn and sink it, then we will. But firstly, I suspect the Unbreakable Armory is underwater here.
And we can't get to it if there's sharks in the water.
So we'll probably need to kill the sharks anyway. Secondly, there's a ship out there which seems to coincide with the start of the shark attacks. Possibly these black or these obsidian ring characters. And we need to go and look for this armory anyway, so it all looks like things are starting to converge, come together. I do wonder how we get underwater, though. I certainly can't hold my breath that long.
Well, perhaps we should find out from the older gentleman over here if it is possible to get to this underwater city.
Yeah. Well, anything's possible. I used to go down there quite often. It's quite sandy, a lot of kelp. Oh, some good hunting down there. Yeah.
Wow. And how long can aarakocra hold their breath for generally?
I don't know. I've been smoking a long while, so maybe not as long as I used to. Yeah. But I'd say 15 minutes, half an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no,
maybe.
Help us.
Unfortunately, us featherless are not as adept as you, aarakocra.
No.
But they're featherless living in the blocky blocks.
What?
You
No, I
said?
think they used to live there.
Oh, they used to live there.
Yeah, he's saying that there's buildings down there that we would have liked to live
When they were on
when they were on the surface, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Too wet now, eh? Yeah.
Well, maybe, and I can't believe I'm saying this, if we do get to the boat,
They might have equipment?
they might have the equipment we need
Oh, Legacy.
to go and check it out.
That's the spirit.
Ah.
I just want this over with, okay?
That's an
I would like to
excellent idea.
feel safe for
That
once.
is a brilliant idea.
I mean, if you really want to go yourselves, you need to talk to Shalala.
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 Who's Shalala?
Can you take us
Well,
there?
she's the wise woman. She's running the funeral at this moment, but yeah, she knows many ways. Many ways, yeah.
We're also friends of Yalada. Just
Oh, Yalada.
so you know.
Oh, he's my egg cousin. Yes.
Yeah, he's great.
Oh, yeah.
Where is
Any
he?
friend
Maybe
of
we pop by, say
Yalada is a friend of mine. Yeah.
Could we find him anywhere? Maybe just to say hi? No?
Is he around?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure he's at the funeral.
Okay.
Is the funeral over, or is there more of a ceremony going on?
No, I don't know. I haven't stuck my head out there. I'd go myself, but stay out of the water. Stay away from the water.
Sharks.
Because of the sharks.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
Should we head down to the funeral?
I know it's foolish, psycho. They can't get me out here, but I just see that water, and I think they're down there.
Let's head down
I think
away
that's
from the
got the
edges.
funeral.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Let's go see Shalala.
So you continue heading down the tunnels, and you see that they're kind of like getting a little bit more busy. Most of the aarakocra seem to have gone to this funeral, but there are a few who are, doing chores, and you pass by a couple who are like stirring big cauldrons, and you get the whiff of like rich, like kind of muscly paellas and stews and fish foods. Until you and everyone kind of like, they all kind of like give you a look like, And none of them seem as talkative as the first older Gwyn that you passed. So, and then you come to a point where you're kind of almost in like a bit of like an open chamber in the middle, and with a bit of like the two dwarves with your rock sense can figure out that this is about where the outcropping of rock is, and that's where a whole bunch of aarakocra start flooding like back in, very mournful. They seem to be singing a kind of a funeral dirge, like in unison. And at their head is another older aarakocra. The black patterns on her feathers are faded to a gray now, and she's got a headdress of rattling beads of shells and dried kelp and bright bits and pieces cascading down her shoulder, and she's shaking a rattle back and forth as she goes. And she turns and she scatters, and you hear kind of the end of the ceremony, and the song rises up to a chorus, everyone together, and you can feel it echoing around the halls. And then they fall silent. And then walk away.
Okay. I have respectfully removed my helmet, and I approach her quietly as like people break up and start wandering off, and wait to get her attention.
She starts kind of like waddling away, and you notice now that you're closer that both her eyes are milky white with cataracts.
Excuse me, Shalala?
Yeah?
I am Thrastok, a paladin.
You are beakless, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Me and my companions are friends of Yalala's.
Yeah?
We are investigating the ruins, the blocks underwater, and we hear there have also been shark attacks here, and we thought we would look into that.
Yes. Bad luck has been brought to our people. Yeah. Very, very bad. Something stalks the kelp forest. But I do not believe it is a shark. I do not believe. Too simple.
Interesting.
Sharks can be warded off with charms. But these attacks, why, my egg sister herself, wearing one of my own charms, was torn nearly in half. Yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. My condolences. We had thought to go and investigate, but unlike you, excellent aarakocra, we cannot hold our breath underwater.
Yeah. I may be able to help you, yeah. But
yes.
Will you be able to rid us of whatever stalks the forest?
We can certainly try.
Yeah. I can smell the steel on you.
Aye.
You are a warrior.
That I am.
Yeah.
Not a very good one, but I do my best.
No, he's very good. He's very good.
And she kind of turns her head back and forth there are 6 of you. Yes.
This is where you introduce yourselves.
Indeed, O wise one, we have traveled far. We do seek the information that you have. Is there a way that we can get onto those boats just off the coast?
Boats are cursed things. Cursed when they are made of metal. They must be made of living wood, because living wood has the desire to float. That is the key. Metal loves not the sea. Yeah.
Oh, wise lady, is there under the boats, in the ruins below the ocean, is there a secret place, an armory, a place of where metal was once made?
There is only stone there, only stone and sand and kelp and the creatures. Although once when I was younger, when I was diving, I found, strangely, a person drowning, wrapped in kelp. I took mercy on the featherless one, and I saved him. Yeah. And the child he carried, and then set him on his way. It was strange. He came from no boat, came from nowhere. And he said he came from an armory. But I thought he was mad from the salt he had swallowed. Perhaps he knew something of what you seek.
Wakanda, what was the name of the guy that made the armory?
Kona, the thrice bearded. Does that name ring a bell?
This one was not bearded.
This one was thrice bearded.
Beard of face, bare of head. No.
A monk, perhaps.
A monk?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what my father looks like, so I have nothing to...
Was it a baby girl?
I did not know what the nature of the child was. Once we cleared the water from their lungs and we nursed them to health, we sent them on their way. We have no questions for them. Yeah. We respect their privacy, and we keep our beaks closed.
That is fair.
Did they have anything defining about them?
Yeah. He wore flowing robes. It was that caused him to struggle in the water. You cannot wear such voluminous clothing underwater. No. Yeah. You must be nude. Let the salt water on your skin. Yeah.
I'm into that.
The only weapon he had was a needle.
Needle.
Did the needle look like this?
Why? Yes. Are you the child who's
I am the child.
Oh! Yeah.
Was the 70?
And she starts slapping your face, softly. Oh. The sea takes and the sea giveth.
Oh, I'm so happy. How was my father, other than drowning? Did he seem good? Did it look like he loved me? Was I in the water with him, drowning, also nude? How was our dynamic?
I don't know much. Only that he returned some months later.
With me?
No. Wherever you were.
Did he say what happened to me?
No.
He didn't mention
did
me
not speak much.
Why did he come back?
He returned to the water.
Well,
Yes, we'll need a way to get down there, and perhaps a way to get up if we have to spend quite a lot of time there.
I can aid you the way I aided him. Yeah.
by pumping the water out of our lungs after we drown?
The second time.
Good. I thought I'd just check that,
But
It's
did he-
important to know.
Did he come back the second time?
No, he went back into the water.
Oh.
Yeah.
And then?
Yeah.
And has he come back since?
No, never seen him again.
He must have returned to the armory.
Guys, we've got to go. We've got to go now.
Okay.
Let's just... I fully hear you, Lassie.
Daddy might still be in there.
But we should... Well, if he's been there this long, he'll another day. We just need to
It's been
get...
70 years too long.
We just need to get a way to breathe underwater, so let's see what she can do for us.
All right, come to my home. And she leads you down one of the winding tunnels and into her nest. And the walls are lined with bundles of kelp and dried fish and shark's teeth and all kinds of paraphernalia. And in the center there's a little fire pit and a cooking stone. There are many pots around, some bubbling away softly as though they are just slowly cooking. Gather around, yeah. And there's a couple of little ones who are kind of like flocking about, who seem, they've also got the same kind of headdresses on, but like a very like simplified version, as though like they're like the little acolytes of Shalala, and they immediately start to like brewing. She's like, yeah, for the featherless, yes, the water lungs, yes, come. She gathers you around in a circle around the fire, and she begins to throw things in. She sends out one of the little acolytes, and they scamper, and they come back with this kelp bucket of salt water. And it pours into a big cauldron, and she starts mixing other things, chanting over it, stirring it up. And then she brings each of you one at a time. She starts with you, grabs the back of your head, and fills your mouth and your nose with salt water. You can feel it gushing down, and for a moment bubbling, and you feel like you're choking on it. And then suddenly, it's gone. And she does the same with each of you, holding your heads, pouring the salt water. And
I used to do this to clear my sinuses.
You have somewhere around 8 hours. 8 hours.
8 hours. Okay.
Okay.
In that time, you will be able to breathe water as though it were air.
Wow, thank you.
And we can still breathe air as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, yes, or we wouldn't be speaking to each other.
I didn't know if I needed to run to the water or not. Just checking.
Very poorly planned
Like
on my
another
part.
book
It
I've
was
once
so,
read.
yeah.
Tony Shalala, do you have any other reagents or things that could help us, like a healing potion or something like that?
Yeah. And she passes out a couple of healing potions to you.
Thank you so much.
What does it look like? Is it like a bottle of red?
No, you couldn't drink one of those underwater. Yeah. And all like the little acolytes like laugh at you.
What?
No, so it looks like almost like a stick of jerky.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so you eat it?
Yes. Chew. Don't swallow. Just chew. Chew.
What happens if you swallow it?
Have you ever had the shits?
Okay, I understand. I don't want to leave a chemtrail behind me as I swim.
Don't do that. No, yeah.
Well, if we've got 8 hours, I guess we better get to it.
Yep.
Can you direct us to the best place to dive?
Yes, I'll take you. But also for you, one in steel.
Yes.
I think this would go well with you. And she finds a little bag and she pulls out a little ring that looks like it's made out of bone or something. Lightly carved with runes, but you can see that it's got a thin inlay that looks like mother of pearl, Like, yes, you seem very certain, but very honest and very truthful, but not everyone is. This will help you. And she slides that ring to you, and you can take the card. All right.
I thank you, Shalala. This is a priceless gift.
Shalala, do you have anything for me by way of maybe something my father might have left?
What was his name?
What was his name?
So long I can barely remember. Upsha or something. Upsha, yes. Yeah. Upsha.
Upsha, was that a last name?
That was the only name.
Upsha.
Hey,
Whoa.
that's lekker. Everybody's finding their parents.
It could be Glenda Upsha.
And now you will go hunting for revenge. Yeah. And she's taking you down like to the dock, and you can see that there are these like long harpoons, and she's like, yeah, this may be handier under the water than your own weapons, and passes you each one of these long harpoons that have, like nice, good diving spear, very good heft to them, very good thrusting weapons.
Good for killing sharks.
Yeah?
Good for killing sharks.
If it's sharks that we're after.
What are the stats on the spears? What are the stats on the harpoons?
I guess I should have had that ready, but I think it's a D8.
D8, 1D8. Reach.
Strength-based weapon.
Reach?
Yeah. Reach.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Spear with reach.
I'll take it, but my trusty rapier is also very good at poking things.
Yeah. Sure. And on this kind of, this looks like it's a little bit of a preparation bay, and it has stairs cut into the stone that lead down to the waves that kind of crash and eddy. Good luck.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you, Shalada.
Thank you, O wise one.
Thank you.
Look after yourselves and bring me back the teeth
Aye.
of whatever it is, shark or beast.
Okay.
Well, I heft my spear into the beach. Wade forward.
All right, so Thrastok, you sturdily kind of like whumph down the steps. The waves splash on you, but you are both heavy and determined. And there comes to the last moment, the cold water is like bracing up to your chin, and you duck down. It's a little scary in the first moment, but you have faith in the magic of Shalala. And you inhale, you feel the salt water cold inside your chest, chilling your lungs. But it doesn't choke you.
That's very lucky.
And as you breathe out, you feel like it's a good bracing morning run air.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
It's
lovely once you're in.
What about urine?
Okay, the rest of you, like gingerly, kind of one by one, start going in. Makanda, she gives you these seaweed belts to kind of like tie up your like robes so they don't float around so much. Miko,
You're gonna stay here with this lovely, lovely medicine woman. You okay? Do you understand? I'll bring you back some fish, fresh. You don't want to come in the sea. I'll be back. And give it a little kiss. A little
and
stroke.
the acolytes kind of like get down and like kind of like start stroking it, like they're just like amazed by this kind of purplish cat, and they're like, oh.
You're in good hands.
Miko seems quite happy as they kind of take a little anchovy out of the thing and start feeding Miko.
Cute.
As
that's
you
good.
follow the rest of them down into the water.
I give them my cape. Like, this is the cape of worm biting. Take care of it. It is precious.
they take it and they kind of look at it and then they like put it on Miko. And they dress up Miko in like a little cape. And you see, because it's quite short, it actually kind of fits Miko now because it was cut short by escaping the worm.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
Miko looks very dashing. Meow.
Thanks, Iggy.
Take care of it, okay? Miko.
I have, I stare into the sea, tears streaming down my face, saying a little prayer and thanks, and then I blitz into the sea.
So you find yourselves kind of like in the water. It's pretty clear out here. It's pretty clear at this part. The current kind of like sways you every now and then, and you feel you are able to kind of like float and like, you know, swim up and down a little bit. Takes you a little bit of time to get used to like the harpoon. Meanwhile, Thrastok is just kind of like striding ahead.
Like walking on the sea.
Yeah.
Walking on the sea floor, yeah. The rest of you kind of like float up a bit, but one of the things that Shalala also gave you were some diving weights, just shaped stones, like on a little weight belt around you to kind of keep you down. You find you can still swim a little bit, but you come back down. It feels strange. The current is like this sluggish but strong wind that sways you as you go. And the light kind of shifts and shimmers on the sandy, gritty bottom. Every now and again you see another aarakocra diver swimming across. They kind of give you an eyeball, but pay you no mind as they kick Flipper away. And as you're going kind of deeper, you can see that it's almost a bit of like a shallow shelf that extends outward before becoming more and more rocky. And you see among those rocks are not just the granite boulders that you kind of passed before, but also squarer brickwork scattered here and there. There doesn't seem to be any large accumulation of them, but they are present. And then ahead of you, you see the kelp forest, the thick stems of kelp rising up, and their long ribbon-like fronds just waving back and forth, casting shifting shadows on the ground beneath. And you start entering in to the forest. Can I have your marching order, please?
Ooh. I guess I'll go first. Unless, yeah, I'll go first. I think in
I learned my lesson
quarters wilderness, probably best for me to go first. If we come to an entrance, we'll go switch over the road and search. But I think for now, I'll lead.
Okay, Thrastok.
All right.
Second.
I'll be second.
I'll be third.
So that everyone can see over our heads.
Fourth.
I'll be fifth.
And the ever brave Legacy is bringing up the rear.
Bringing up the rear. All right.
Did you have a question?
Yes. Can we communicate underwater?
Yeah, you find that you can kind of speak. It sounds muffled, but it carries quite well, actually.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
We'd have like talking whale.
You can wail if you want to. I don't know. Sorry, I'm gonna leave the bad jokes to you. Sorry. That's gonna be my role. Okay. Cool.
Which way are we going? We're going towards the ship.
I think that is way into the kelp forest. See what we find there.
Okay.
And the ship, I think, is a secondary objective. The kelp forest might have a monster. It might have the armory. The ship is great if, you know, we can look into it later. But I think our top priority is Unbreakable Armory. Second priority is the monster. Third priority is the
So
ship.
I have a feeling that that ship is above the Unbreakable Armory.
Look up. Can we see it anywhere?
Yeah.
Before we enter the forest.
It is quite difficult. There's quite a lot of kelp in the way. With your sense of direction, you feel like it's probably a good few hundred meters further out.
Okay. Well, let's get in there and we can find out what we find out. If we have to climb to the top of the kelp forest, we can do that.
And Glenda and her dad were found in the kelp forest.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I've never been underwater. Now I can breathe underwater. This is crazy. This is a real adventure, guys. Aren't you excited?
I'm freaked out.
I'm just so excited to see my father again.
Can I have?
I agree on something.
Can I have a perception check?
Perception?
Ooh, I get a natural one.
Natural one. As you're looking around.
8.
8.
3.
20.
Do we add anything?
Ooh, 20.
Sorry, 10.
20. 20.
Jack.
20.
20.
20. Not a natural.
12.
12. All right. So you're keeping your eye out, looking around, checking out everything. Every now and again, these strange shadows kind of cast, and you look up, and it's just one of the kelp trees swaying, swirling in some kind of current. You start searching around, kind of spreading it, kind of moving in a bit of a zigzag, or how would you move?
Can you check your needle again? Make sure not to drop it, yeah?
Floating needle.
Is there?
Doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Okay, onwards. Just wade through the kelp forest, heading in roughly the direction where we think the ship is.
All right, so you're heading out there, roughly in the direction of the ship.
Yeah, that's really as far as we can fix it.
You've gone for about an hour. You're not covering the same amount of distance as you would if you were on land, but by about an hour, you've come to a collection of more of the stones. The kelp is thinned out a little bit, and you can see the shadow of the big ship up above you. As you're reaching the end of it, you can see that something has come down from that large ship. A thick, heavy chain, and at the bottom of that chain, some kind of big cage is down, sinking amongst the stones. And coming off it, there's some machinery and stuff. There are several humanoid figures in metallic casements, in diving suits. They seem to be loading things onto the cage.
Are we close enough to see what they're loading? Or?
It looks like they're loading stones.
Oh, odd.
Can we recognize what those stones could be possibly constructing? Like, is it a building they're trying to excavate, a gateway,
It looks like they are pulling out the stones from that were covering this part of the stones that were covering this part of the ruins, uncovering more collapsed stones underneath it, like they're excavating something, but also not just moving them out of the way, they seem to be putting them in the cage, but you can't tell what this originally was.
Okay, gesture to my allies to sort of spread out.
Okay.
And start advancing on them.
Okay.
Wait, where are you going? Why are we?
You go there, tell them to state their business and explain themselves.
He's going.
All right. So, Legacy, you're at the back.
Oh no.
But you had amazing perception.
Yeah.
Suddenly, you can kind of see like the light around you kind of like shift really suddenly, like bizarrely, and you look up and you see the kelp whipping around as though something were disturbing its flow, and then suddenly, swooping down for you, swimming, is some kind of fish, eel, man.
Like a merman?
Half man,
He
half
looks
fish, half eel.
like a vicious eel that just grew several arms, and he's wielding this harpoon trident that looks like it was made of bones with just vicious barbs on it, and everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, combat.
Ooh.
Yes, your initiative modifier, which is on the top right below your arm.
All right, Iggy.
15.
15. Makanda.
22.
22.
Which one do you press? This.
I assume it's
Initiative.
Under armor class.
Yep.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Jack, how are you
sorry.
doing?
Oh, so +1, 21. Sorry.
All right. Jack.
17.
17. Legacy.
16.
19.
19.
We need to save these high rolls.
20.
Combat.
20.
Yeah, but based on our rolls and initiative.
Okay.
Yeah.
Initiative is there. What's that?
Cool, cool, cool.
Religion check.
And let me roll initiative on this guy.
Some deep homework.
All right. Sweeping out, pouncing on Legacy is
What the hell
this
is that thing?
That's what I'm
Swagin. Sorry. Swagin.
Swachin.
Swagin. And you become aware, you and Jack, you become aware that there are a couple around you. Unfortunately, those of you who had very bad perception rolls are surprised this round. So you will not be acting. Jack and Legacy do get to act.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool, cool, cool. So because you are surprised, you can't take actions or reactions until the next round. Great. So we're going to start in the order. Jack.
So, I see these guys, right?
Yeah, you see them. They're coming at you with their very barbed spears.
I'm gonna thorn whip one.
Okay.
Um,
This closest one.
the closest one, yeah. So do I roll 20?
Yes.
Yeah, roll a d20 to hit.
20 natural.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. All right, roll 2 damage dice.
And it is, what is it? 1d6.
So roll
so
2d6.
2d6. 2, 5.
Plus? Do you have a plus to your thorn whip?
No.
No,
no.
it just
Oh,
says
it's a
creature
cantrip,
takes
so no.
1d6 piercing damage.
Okay, so 7. But then you pull it towards you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's a strength save. Does a 15 save.
Against, oh,
Yes, it does. Your DC.
oh, my DC. Sorry, guys.
On the right hand side?
Right hand side.
To the right of your speed? To the right, is it
To the right.
on the right hand side of your thing?
This.
Yes.
13.
Yeah.
13. Okay, so it saves. So it stays put. Like
Okay.
your thorn whips out, tears at it, and like this green blood kind of like spurts out into like the water, and it bares its like teeth. It kind of unhinges its jaw, and you just see rows and rows of serrated, sharky teeth as it screams at you.
You just made it more angry.
All right, Legacy, your turn.
I want to cast Dissonant Whispers at the same one.
The same one.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, save. Does a 19 pass?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought so. All right. Does it take half damage?
Yes.
It takes half damage and doesn't run away. Sorry, half damage. Where's my 4, 5, 9, 12. 12 plus so 9 damage.
9 damage.
What?
Yo.
That's mad.
Just little spurt of like blood out of its ears. It goes. All right, and now it is their turn.
Now it's really, really angry.
The Sorkin is still a little bit off to you, but it just cast its harpoon straight at you. And does a 16 hit?
What must I roll? How do I avoid it?
Your armor
It's your armor class.
AC.
So AC is 13.
13. So this thing right through your shirt. Make a strength save.
So that's D20,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and my strength is so bad. 5.
5. You get yanked forward towards it. And it takes a bite attack on you.
Oh.
And you just get your briefcase up there. And all right. This other Sorkin goes at you, Jack. You just kind of deftly out the way as the harpoon goes past you. And then they yank it back. You luckily were missed.
Sorry,
Glenda.
how much damage did I take in that attack?
Oh, I didn't roll damage. How foolish of me. Here we go.
Oh.
You only took 5 damage.
Only, great.
Glenda, on your side, this other Sorkin comes at you. You are taken by surprise. You were distracted by what's going on there. The thoughts of being so close to your father. Whoa, boom. 20, dirty 20, comes at you. You take 9 damage.
Oh, great.
And roll a strength save.
Oh God, these things are
Shit,
insane.
these things are dangerous.
So hectic.
18.
18. They try to like pull you back towards it where it's just ready to like just bite the heck out of you. But you manage to just take the pain, and the harpoon rips back as it reels back in. All right. These divers don't seem kind of like they're just picking up on what's happening, kind of like turning around, having a look, but there is something happening just ahead of them. As they've shifted the sand, one of them gets really excited, kind of like pointing and gesturing, while the other one is trying to get their attention and pointing back at you all. All right, that is the top of the round, starting off with Makanda.
Okay, there's a lot going on. Who am I the closest to?
You are pretty much in the middle, so you are the closest to Jack over here. Yeah.
Okay, I can get to Jack. I can get to... Who's the most injured?
Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, Glenda.
Glenda.
Glenda. Okay, so
You can easily get to Glenda, yeah.
Okay, let me get to Glenda. I will... Okay, this is a bonus action, so that should be fine. Let me start by... blessing. I can bless 3 people. This will be my action.
Yeah.
I will bless Glenda, Jack, and Legacy, right? And then I will bonus action once I've done that.
What does the blessing do?
Bonus action what?
I will bonus action with it's not shield. Yeah, Shield of Faith. I will Shield of Faith because I think I have to touch Glenda to Shield of Faith.
Because you've already cast a spell using your action, you can't cast another spell with your bonus
Oh,
action.
really?
You can only
Sorry
cast a
about that.
cantrip.
Oh.
It has to be a bonus action cantrip.
Oh, damn it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so you can Sacred Flame.
Okay, well, I'll do that and then I will Sacred Flame.
You can't Sacred Flame because is Sacred Flame a bonus action?
It's a cantrip.
It's a cantrip.
But it's not a bonus
sorry,
action.
yeah.
Because you use this
I'm
action
being
to cast
confused.
Bless.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me reverse this then. I will Sacred Flame that creature and then I will Shield of Faith Glenda.
Nice.
So plus
Great.
2 to your AC, Glenda.
Cool, Glenda. Makanda strides towards you, heading beside you, and kind of waves like a blessing of like knowledge, and you suddenly feel like you are more aware of like the strategies and the movements of this creature, and that will lend you an extra 2 AC. Great. And you're Sacred Flaming.
And Sacred Flame.
And it rolls a natural 1 on that.
Yes.
Yes.
Can't go wrong with that sacred
Yeah.
flame.
Oh, that's a good thing.
It's
I
a good
didn't
thing.
roll a
Roll that
natural.
damage. Roll that damage.
That's true.
Roll damage.
Roll damage.
Oh, of course, which is 8, right? Yes. 4.
4.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Makanda, Thrastalk.
I'm afraid.
All right. We've been ambushed by 2 to the left and 1 to the right. Yes. Which one has hit Glenda?
The one on the right.
Okay, so like the ambusher to the right is Glenda. I'm actually going to trust them to be able to handle that because there are 2 clusters to the left. I'm going to turn, move to the one to the left, and cast Bane on both of them.
Okay, the one that attacked Glenda.
Sorry, the 2 to the right.
Oh,
The 2 to the right.
okay.
Yeah. Turn to the 2 and cast Bane on them. The DC is 12.
Great.
Yep.
Okay. Resist
Charisma
Bane.
check.
Yes.
I have a feeling they're not very charismatic.
No, they got minus charisma. What did they have to beat?
So the DC is 12.
12. Okay, one of them actually does make it, even with the minus.
Well, natural you can get. Okay, so the one that has failed its save has to roll 1d4 every time it saves or attacks. And it subtracts that 1d4 from its save or its attack.
Brilliant. Cool. I'm going to put that with the red dice.
Do you want to like roll each time, or should we just do a 1d? Should I roll 1d4 now to see?
I'll roll each time.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I've got a color-coded system here. Okay.
Cool.
And are you moving?
Yeah, I want to move in their direction. So move within 30, move in cast Bane. Near them.
6. Great. Okay. Cool. Glenda.
Yes. Okay, I am going to spear. Am I close enough to spear one of them?
You can step into range very easily. Yeah. You can also use your punches and fists like underwater without any penalty. Basically, like pointy, needly things, spears, rapiers, and stabbing weapons don't get a penalty. But if you try to use other things, you'll do it at disadvantage because it's underwater.
Yeah, the quarterstaff would definitely have a disadvantage, but the spear wouldn't because it's an underwater spear.
Yeah.
Because I think I will do a. I'll do a spear and then a bonus attack of an unarmed strike.
All right. Go, roll your attacks.
Okay. Natural 1.
Oh no. And your bonus attacks?
Phew. That would be 24.
24. Hits. Do your damage. So that your spear missed, but this is like the counter punch. Yeah.
7.
7. Okay, nice. Great. That's Glenda. Jack.
Can I use what Irene gave me?
Yeah, you can do it underwater. It's a bit weird, but yeah, cool.
Because it's plants.
Yeah, it's plants.
Seaweed.
There will be
We're in the kelp
sea
forest.
versions of this. Please.
Yes.
All right.
What does it do?
Jack,
So-
you pull out this wreath of brambles. You put it on your head and spread your arms out. And there's kind of a couple of pieces of coral suddenly twitch, crackle, and snap off the surrounds and scamper towards you. Roll your d4 to see how many there are.
It's, 1d4. 2.
So you get 2 of these little creatures that have the same stats as twig blights.
Oh, cool.
To help you out. They will attack on your turn. I'm going to represent them with these 2 dice.
Cool.
All right. So what do you want them to do?
So I want them to attack the same one or the one that's attacking Legacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
They immediately swarm forward and roll your attacks for them.
So for attacks, is it 1d4 plus 1?
Yeah, that's the damage, but you've got to roll
1d8. Is it 1d8?
So that's the damage. You've got to roll a d20 to see if they hit.
Okay. Come on, little guys.
Come on, little guys.
No, it's a 1.
Okay, the first one missed, and the other one?
A 9.
A 9, and does it say there plus anything to attack?
Plus 3 to hit. So
12.
9,
12.
12. That does not hit, I'm afraid.
Okay. Sorry, man, I tried.
But they do start hissing at them.
Okay.
And
Then is that my go, or is that
that is
them?
an action to do the summoning, so you still have your bonus action.
And movement.
Bonus action, I'm going to go invisible
Okay.
for hidden step. And move towards that same guy that's with Legacy, because I'll take an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Maybe. In a bit. Okay.
You want to be in melee with them.
Close enough that I can sort of attack that thing.
Okay.
Easy, like take an attack of opportunity on it.
If they move, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Iggy.
Does it feel in the water that like my bow and arrow would work?
It does not feel that way.
Okay.
You feel like
Like it's heavier around.
it's heavier, and also like the water and the bowstring not very good.
Okay.
Not very good for.
So Iggy is going to.
A crossbow would work.
Yeah, I don't have one, unfortunately. Iggy's going to run up to the one that's at Glenda's fighting,
Okay.
as close as I can get.
Okay.
And I'm going to try Can I attack him?
You can reach him, yeah.
And I'm going to stab at it.
Roll your stab.
My rapier. Ooh, with a 22 to hit.
Ooh, good hit.
That's a good hit.
Strong and firm.
That is, what's my plus to my damage? That is 5 damage. And do I get sneak attack? Because it's...
Yep.
Hey, that's going to do it. Plus 7 sneak attack. So 12 altogether.
Ooh,
12 altogether. Nice.
Nice.
All right. You do these big kind of like lumbering like moonwalk step. And lunge and stab and like it just pierces like through, like you're just like, oh, it's so soft and squishy as it just goes right through this creature and then like back out spurting blood, like, and it's still kind of at you.
Strong these things.
With those big old angry looking teeth. Cool. Iggy, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Great. Legacy.
Is Biotic Inspiration, can I do that as a bonus action? Or...
yeah, I think it's a bonus action, yeah.
Okay, cool. Then
What color is the thing?
It's purple.
Purple or bonus action?
Okay, perfect. I'm still quite near to the one, right?
Yeah, you're in melee.
He's holding it.
He's,
Melee.
I am going to take up my rapier and give it my best
Stab.
nerdy weakling stab. So...
Great.
Sorry?
Yeah, great, do it.
12.
12.
12.
Okay, plus anything?
Is it with the plus?
Did you roll a natural 12?
A natural 12.
Okay, so you should have like a plus 5
Plus
or
your
something.
strength or plus your dexterity.
Plus 4 dexterity.
Yes, great.
So 16.
It hits.
Woo! Okay, let's get this. Is this the right one? This is 8? No. Oh, wait. 8 damage.
Okay. You kind of just stab like right through this thing. It doesn't really seem to like feel the pain so much. It just goes like through its like its jaw, like sticks like up like through its eye, and you're like, oh, that should kill it. That should kill it. But it's just like. All right.
And then for my bonus action, I want to cast Biotic Inspiration on Jack.
You can't see Jack, I'm afraid.
Oh, of course, you disappeared.
You're like, Jack.
But she can hear me.
Yeah.
So as long as she can hear me, then I can cast on her.
Oh, okay.
It's choose one creature within 60 feet who can hear you. So
well played, yes. You don't see Jack, but you just like shout at her.
I know she's here somewhere, like, and I just basically like, Jack, I know we've had some issues the last like day and a half, but I still am worried about you, and I think you just need to make sure that you look after yourself and you do all the damage you can possibly do in the next like 10 minutes.
So inspiring.
Inspired.
I don't want to say
all are a bit inspired here.
The Sorgan is like. Stabs you with its trident. Oh, it's a big stab.
Oh, no.
And you take. It's all right. And you take 7 damage.
Oof.
And then it bites you again.
No.
God dang.
God damn.
And you take 4 damage. And these teeth just like they just kind of like sink in and then like shred as they pull out. There's this cloud of red around you. It's very horrific. Okay. This one backs away from you. Thrastock, kind of swimming up above.
Can I reach it? Cattle?
You're gonna have to throw the spear.
Oh, okay, I thought spears are reach weapons, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so but do I get an atop?
No, it was still.
Okay, that's fine.
It was still like 20 foot away.
Okay, yeah.
So it's going to swim like upwards out of your range and cast a spear down at you with a 20. That hits.
Hit, yeah, with 17 armor class.
That does 9 damage.
For
Bane.
Is that one banned?
Oh, yeah, that's the Bane one. Sorry.
Minus 1d4.
No, he didn't bless us.
Okay, that is 17.
I have 17 armor class.
Ah, dang. Cool.
No,
so
so
it
it
just
hits.
finds a gap between your thing. and it tries to yank you up, and roll strength with advantage because you're heavily armored and it's trying to pull you upward.
Okay. 19.
19, very much. You just kind of pulls out, and is floating just above you, hissing. All right, the other one, Iggy. You've just done like a big stab on it. It turns to you.
Oh, crap.
And it tries to stab you with the thing, and does 15 hit?
15 hits.
15 hits. So it stabs you with his... Dang, that's 10.
Ooh.
Yeah. And it then takes a bite on you, Glenda. Oh, these are the good dice. Those other dice were rolling so badly, but these ones just gold.
Oh no.
20 hits you.
Oh god.
With a bite.
Yes, it does.
And you take 4 damage.
Can I just be reminded what Makanda did to me didn't heal me in any way, just up my AC?
It upped your AC, yes.
Cool.
So 20 would still have hit you, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 17 now.
All right. The divers seem to be kind of conflicted about what they're doing, and they start moving towards the center of kind of this big dust cloud. And 2 of them together start wrapping chains around a huge circular slab of stone. All right. Makanda, your turn.
Okay. I'm going to healing word Glenda.
Thank you.
So yeah, that is.
I am bleeding over here, just so you know.
Yeah, but the both of you are quite critically
There's a lot of blood
injured.
in the water right now.
Yeah.
Blood's in the water.
Got a third of my health left, just saying. Just letting you know.
Oh, that's actually a bonus action. So let me start by just trying to attack this thing because I can't do 2 magic, right?
Yeah, but you can do a bonus action in any
and
order.
a spell.
Even if the cantrip is magic as well.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Then I will Sacred Flame, that guy, and then healing word.
He very fails.
Hey.
Oh, yay!
Yes,
Okay.
Roll your damage.
Man.
So good.
That one.
Where's this?
Yeah.
Yeah. 7.
Hey.
7. All right. This one is like looking very, very bad. One of its eyes like pops, like just from like light bursts out of it. But it still somehow like just keeps on going.
Oh my god, these things.
All right. What bonus action?
Healing word.
All right.
It's like I can cast Cure Wounds on Glenda if
You
You
can't
can't
discuss
have-
this. You're
you
in the
can't
battle.
discuss
This is not time for strategy.
Yeah, no strategy time.
Yeah.
I can't if I'm dead.
Makanda, do your thing.
Healing word.
Roll your Roll your
That thing.
yes, the other thing. The thing where you tell her how many points.
Right. That's an important thing. Sorry. It's 1d4.
1d4, that one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was trying to show you which one it is.
Oh, I
It's
see.
on the floor.
Fuck. 1.
And plus 3.
Oh, plus 5. Isn't it?
4 damage.
Okay,
4
so-
heal.
Yeah, he
Oh,
healed
okay.
that bite, that last bite I had.
Oh, plus 3.
Good. Drastok. This thing is just a bit above you, but
Out of range of a stab with a spear. Still. How far is this from?
tell you what.
I mean,
How high? Yeah, it is. It's like 20 foot up.
Okay,
so it's,
no problem.
it's trying to be just out of range.
Yeah,
if
of
you
course.
make a jump, I'll say that you can like use
no
your
worries.
reach.
I'm going
and
to
grab
switch
it.
to my javelin.
Okay.
Try the javelin. My idea is I want to use the spear for melee if I need it, but I'll try the javelin for range. I think you can use javelins without penalty.
Yeah. No.
Cool. Javelin attack it is. Ooh, I only get 10. Miss.
Yeah. So it kind of, and it's like, it looks as amused as a fish can look.
Okay.
yeah.
I've got a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just hunker down and wait where I am. It's okay.
Okay. Glenda.
Yes, I am going to do a spear again and then a flurry of blows.
Also remember you can use your healing potion as a bonus action.
I see. I think I'm still okay. I'll do it next
Okay,
time.
cool. Roll your
Now,
attacks.
I mean, I know you probably can't tell me, but if you think this is a waste of, if this thing's about to die, I'm just gonna do it. Okay. That's 8.
8 does not hit.
14.
14 does hit.
And 22.
What? Oh, you're doing flurry of blows?
Yes.
Oh, that also roll your. Oh yeah, roll your first damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
First 4.
4.
What are we gonna?
Very good. And roll the next damage.
7.
7. Glenda, how do you want to kill this?
You say that their consistency is that of like a firm jelly, like a panna cotta.
Yeah.
I am going to, with my flurry of blows, just kind of reach into him, and like in Dumb and Dumber where he pulls out the heart of the chef, I'm just gonna go in, grab it out, and just smush it.
You just form your hand into like a blade, stab it like right in, like through the gill, reach in, and this thing is almost turned inside out. It's like this shower of blood, like cloud of blood, like smoothing past you.
Whoa.
Okay, cool. Thrastock. No, not Thrastock. So sorry. Jack.
Yes.
Do you want to attack with your minions first?
Oh, do I get to attack as well as them?
Yeah. They
Okay.
have their own turn and they go and attack.
Cool. So they can attack where they are.
Yep.
Okay. 10 plus 3, 13.
Does not hit.
12 plus 3, 15.
Hits.
Yes. Okay, and then they are 1d8, right? Mm-hmm. 1d8.
Oh, no. I think they're 1d4 plus.
1d4, sorry. 1d4 plus 1, I think.
Mm-hmm. They're little stabby
4.
guys.
So, 4.
Great. Yeah, they're little stabby guys, like little like coral cuts.
Great.
You get infected.
Your turn.
My turn. I'm invisible, so can I do it? Is it
You
an
also have
attack of
Biotic
opportunity?
It's not an attack of opportunity, but it is. But I will give you. But you do have advantage on this. On this attack, because she does not see you coming.
Cool. I'm gonna just stab with the spear that we were given. I've also got Biotic Inspiration. So what does that do? Just
you can
advantage?
add,
Once you can add a d6.
you can add
to
a
your
d6 to your ability check
or attack.
or attack.
Oh, okay. So I'll roll first and then.
So now a spear, you have to use your strength to hit with it.
Ooh.
It's
Okay.
going to be
It's gonna be hard.
yeah.
That's
Okay.
advantage though. She's got advantage.
Okay. 9. 4.
Oh.
So 9. What do I get from that? 1d6.
1d6 roll.
So I can roll a 1d6.
Yes, and add that.
Okay, so 9. It's 8 because it's -1. Oh, plus 3. I don't get it.
Don't get it. Oh! It just kind of twists out of the way in that like way of like fish that fish just have of like just like so like turning in like the other direction is like flinching around. All right. that was
Quickly.
Your turn, Jack.
Yeah. Oh, can I? How close am I to?
You're standing just by Legacy.
So can I give him some balm of moonshade to help heal him?
Yes. If
Okay.
that's a bonus action.
It is a bonus action.
Great, do it.
Okay, I'm gonna give you that, and that is a healing, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how much it is though. Where?
I'm actually not sure either.
So it's normally called Balm of the Summer Court.
Yes. But.
Sounds like a preppy clothes.
I think it's a
brand.
2d6. I think it's quite a lot.
Oh, here. Yeah, 2d6. I have a pool of energy by a number of d6s equal to my druid level. As a bonus action, I can spend a dice to heal any ally.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have 3 d6s that you can use and then once you've used one, you've used it up for the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can roll a d6 to heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he gets +1 to whatever you've added there as well.
So 4.
So you heal for 5.
Thank you.
Sure.
Nice.
Whew.
Yes.
All right. Legacy.
Feeling still hurting, but feeling a little bit better. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you for your inspiration.
Iggy, your turn.
Okay, I want to cast just.
Legacy, not your turn. Iggy's turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
I was just saying, you got some points.
Oh,
Sorry to cause confusion for you all. Iggy, it's your turn.
What do the divers look like? They are. What is the chain is dragging the thing out of the?
Yeah. So
out
they
of the
are attached
wreck.
like a large chain that's like by this cage.
Okay, and they're not pulling on anything. They're not like controlling the chain. It doesn't seem like they're just there in their dive suits.
They're kind of like attaching this chain to something.
Okay. And the one Glenda and I were fighting is dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to move. I'm going to move to the one that's attacking Legacy, and I'm going to use my bonus action to dash there.
Okay.
As a rogue. So it should get me there. Oh, yeah, does it? Not quite. Okay. Then I'm going to cast. I take the learning of Ginger, and I think to myself, what would be really scary in the ocean right now? A really scary shark, a really scary shark, a really scary shark. And then behind the divers starts swimming a silent image of a shark towards them, as if it's like circling
these
them.
Divers?
Towards the divers, yes.
Okay, great.
Nice.
Stop them from pulling up whatever they're pulling up, because I know that thing's precious.
It's like
Okay.
slick. I like
Very
it.
cool.
Very clever.
DC
It's-
12 intelligence saving throw. Intelligence check.
Okay.
Investigation.
These two start. Well, it's not their turn yet, but you can see they kind of like start like releasing the chain and kind of like backing up like. All right, that was Iggy's turn. Legacy.
Okay, firstly, Jack, thank you so much. Feeling a little bit better.
Just fight.
Okay, fine. I just want to I want to throw Dissonant Whispers again to the one that was that's attacking us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it has to throw a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Very fails.
Okay. So 4d6. 2, 7, 13, 14.
Okay, what is it here in its head that causes its brain to melt?
In its head, it's just hearing, "You're not a real fish. You're not a real fish."
That's going in the trailer.
This thing's just like, and starts like scrambling at its gills and like its teeth and tearing at it with its own like claws and until it dies in a cloud of green goo.
Boom.
Nice.
Yes, Legacy.
Yeah. You guys asking why Legacy's around? That's why Legacy's around.
All right.
Look how useful he is when he
people's
stops
brains.
talking and puts some action into things.
All right. There's one more left.
Oh no.
It's seen you over there, but it's just seen this wimpy guy casting the spell, and it swims. So it's here, but like 30 foot up, and it casts its nice spear, like harpoon down at you, plunges into you just while you're like finger gunning, and you take 8 damage from it. Roll a strength save.
As a d20, man.
Yeah.
Yep. Plus your strength mod.
15.
15. Do you have a minus? No.
Yeah, that is what the minus.
Okay.
Yeah.
15. It almost lifts you up, but with Jack beside you, Jack just like yanks you down a little bit, and it pulls out as this thing is like floating above you, like hissing.
Oh my God.
All right. That's the Sorgan's turn. The divers are going to flee towards.
So just quickly, as a point of thing, they have to use an action to investigate it, then do the check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So they failed the check with their action, and now they are moving into the cage
Ha!
to try and get away.
Into the cage.
I mean, I feel also it's a very plausible illusion for the situation. It's not like a Tarrasque appears. It's like a shark. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Like, who's
can't
gonna be like, what if that's an illusion?
Yeah, and you're also like they can't hear the shark anyway
Yeah.
because it's the water, so it's not like the silenceness gives anything
so
away
scary.
about that, and they're in these bulky suits, so yeah, probably I should have given them disadvantage, but yes, well played.
Yay, it worked.
They have moved into the
So
cage.
it has what they've been lifting kind of faltered?
No, so it wasn't, they hadn't lifted it, they'd kind of just uncovered it as you arrive, and they were busy attaching these chains
So
to
they
it.
haven't attached it yet. So
Yeah.
it's sitting there. Great. Success.
All right, one Sorkin left. Makanda.
Okay, Sacred Flame!
Sacred Flame!
That's what I
This is
do.
the Baned one, so.
Baned, yeah. Oh, I should have baned him for his attacks on you. Sorry.
Oh.
He fails.
Okay,
Roll your damage.
excellent.
Yeah, Sacred Flame is winning
Man, it's
today.
Sacred Flame is
today.
great.
And that's a 1, baby. That is a 1.
1.
1 damage.
Yeah.
You did one
It's
whole
fine,
damage.
it's good.
Something.
Okay.
I did no damage.
Thrastock.
Oh, wait. Bonus. Healing Word.
Okay.
Thanks. Thank you.
So where do I? Yeah, I'm D4. No, here it is. 1D4. Yeah.
I need all the force, the whole 4.
3 plus 3, 6.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay. Thrastock.
Okay, I will lob my harpoon at this creature.
Okay.
So that's making the same. That's a strength-based attack or a.
I believe it's
Dex-based.
strength-based, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, natural 1.
That's a giant.
I guess I miss.
Just one of the fronds kind of like waves in your
With
way.
my move, I'll move next to him.
Okay,
Then
you want to
I'll
move
cover
like just
him.
underneath
Yeah.
them.
Kind of cover him, basically stand.
Okay.
Sort of. Cool. I'm done.
Glenda, your turn.
Yes. Wonder if I should use another key point. I will. Am I close enough to one of the to the Sochran?
No, you're quite far away. You're on the other side over here.
Okay,
they're
so
over here.
then should I use my move to dash and then bonus action flurry of blows?
I don't think you can even get there with a dash.
Really?
It's very far. Oop.
For flurry of blows, you need to attack before you can use flurry
I
of blows.
see.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's with a dash.
Okay. Maybe let me try dash closer to the divers.
Okay.
And then
So as you dash closer, you can see that the thing that they were excavating was this large kind of circular a piece of stone. They'd gotten like some chains around the corners, but it was quite difficult to kind of like link it up and get underneath it. And you can see that it has surrounded by the same ruins as you saw on
the arch,
Crumb. Yeah, with the same central ring of ruins. All right. Glenda, would you like to do anything else?
I wonder if I should be having my healing potion now or maybe in another round. I think I'm fine. I'm good.
Okay, great. Jack.
I am going to thorn whip this guy.
Ooh, great. You can thorn whip him, pull him down.
Yeah.
All right. Roll your attack.
Do I attack or is it a saving?
You attack, and then I roll a save to be pulled, I think.
Oh.
Or do I just get pulled?
You just get pulled.
You got the text. there.
Covered in thorns, make a melee spell attack against a target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if the creature is large or small, you pull the creature.
Yeah, so there's no save.
Okay, no save. So it just gets pulled down. Suddenly, like, it's up close to you, Thrastock, just like looking at you.
I don't think it hit. I don't think I hit.
Did you make
you
your
didn't hit.
attack?
What did you roll?
Yeah, you have to make your attack.
I rolled a 7.
You rolled a 7. Ah, you missed. It's still floating up here, going.
Sorry guys, I tried.
Are you healed? How healed are you? Oh no, I can't do another Balm of the Summer.
I'm half dead.
So I'm gonna
half
do.
alive.
You can. Why can't you do another bomb on some course? You can use it as a bonus action, can't you?
Yes, but do I not have a limit? It's per long rest. Oh, three
You have
per day.
Yeah, 3 per day. 3d6s per day.
Are you? How dead are you?
I'm half dead. Literally, I'm halfway between death and life.
All right, snap decision.
I'll heal you again.
Yay!
Okay. 2. Sorry.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Oh, plus 1.
Yeah. Cool.
So 3.
Perfect.
Okay, Iggy.
Iggy.
Oh, my little sprite didn't attack.
Oh yeah, your sprites. Roll your sprite. Oh, they're kind of on the ground. They can't.
How is he?
He's 30 foot up.
Pardon?
Okay.
30 foot.
30 foot. Iggy can't reach. So Iggy is going to run towards Glenda. And then I'm going to use my action to make the shark start circling the cage.
Okay.
Maliciously.
Wow.
And then, yeah, I mean, that's all I can do.
Okay, great.
That's Iggy's turn.
Legacy.
Okay. I take out my hand crossbow.
Okay.
Aim it at the guy because it has a long range, and take a shot.
Go.
Okay, so this is the plus 4, yeah, or is it the dexterity? What's the...
Plus 4.
7.
Ooh, this
Like you were distracted by all your blood that's floating around. By all of your blood that's...
I can't cast Cure Wounds as a bonus action, can I?
I don't know. Is that what the spell says?
It's an action.
It doesn't say.
I think healing word is a bonus action and cure wounds is a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, of course.
bonus actions.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
God, this last guy is just impossible.
Yeah. This last guy is going to like go all in for you.
And he's got Bane on him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bane. Sorry. Hang. Does a 16 hit you?
Hit me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go. All right.
You got that 3.
So glad I got that 3.
Make a strength save and take 8 damage.
Ooh.
Oh my.
7 strength.
Okay. And you get pulled up into the
try grab
air.
him?
Up into the water.
Can I try grab him?
Yeah, use your reaction to try grab him. Make a strength save.
Ooh, strength save.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say that, yeah, you grab him and manages to like pull him down. This thing is not having it. Uses movement, swims down to make its bite. On Iggy. Sorry, not on Iggy. On
Legacy.
On Legacy. It's just right up on you, grabs you, and like opens its mouth like wide, and you just manage to jam your crossbow like in its mouth.
Oh,
and it's like closing on springing on like the sides of the crossbow. All right. The divers have all made it to the cage, and the cage starts kind of like rattling, and the slack goes out as it tightens up. All right, Makanda.
Same thing I did last round. Sacred Flame.
What's Sacred Flame's range?
Sacred Flame is 60 feet. I think 60 feet.
60 feet. I'm just going to move you a little bit, and then you can get that. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Sacred Flame.
Sacred Flame.
Still Bane, if make a save.
Baned. Does a 13 pass?
Yeah, okay, yes.
Yeah.
Dang.
His DC is 13.
He
Go.
said yes.
He passed.
Okay, cool. No, that's bad.
That's bad.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Okay, then can I... Is giving these potions an action?
Giving it to someone else is an action. Taking them yourself is a bonus action.
As a bonus action, yeah, I didn't want to give it to...
Yeah.
Okay, Legacy.
You can pass it to someone, but to actually like administer it is an action. Passing it is free.
Oh, okay, cool. But I have to be right next to that person. Yeah. Would I be able to make it to Legacy?
I have a...
No.
I have a potion.
You have a potion?
Yeah.
Why are we healing you?
Until I was sure that we didn't need it for someone else.
All right, enough chatter. Makanda, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna heal him because he's almost...
All right, heal him.
Okay, what am I doing?
Are you giving him a potion?
No, healing word.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's 1d4, yeah. 2 plus 3, 5.
I'll take
Cool.
it. I'll take anything I can get right now.
Thrastock.
Okay,
This thing is now in range. It came down to
yes.
the bite Legacy when
Fortunately,
you
I
got his
don't have
leg.
anything pokey, I just have my sword. I want to try and pull him down and try to stab the creature.
Okay.
What's that, an attack at disadvantage, or how does this work?
I will, attack at disadvantage. You use your one hand to like yank Legacy down, and this creature is like right up in its face.
Okay,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Ooh, don't hit. Thanks for the disadvantage.
Legacy's like flailing around too much, and you.
That's my action.
too careful of like trying to like cut him in half.
Cool.
Thanks, though. That's cool.
Anything else?
No, that's my action.
Okay, cool. Glenda.
Okay, so I'm assuming that the chain is attached and starting to take up the cage.
So as it does, the chain kind of like slips off it because they didn't finish attaching the chain to this thing, to the to the portal.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and get rid of the divers as opposed to try and stop the cage from going up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, the divers are in the cage.
The divers are in the cage.
There is a cage on one side, and that chain that's holding that cage is tightening up as it starts to pull them upwards. They have made it into the cage. There's also some chains that they were trying to attach to the portal slab, but those, they didn't finish attaching them, so they're just slipping loose.
Okay. But if they... so they're not getting the rock, but I mean, they'll still be getting out of the water and back up onto the ship, so I guess I might as well try kill them?
Okay.
Okay.
Glenda wants to find her dad.
I don't know.
Okay.
Like,
so they are in a cage, and they have, their diving suits have tubes attached to them to some kind of motor implement that is up on top of the cage, where this diver is standing.
Okay,
The other two have gone into the cage.
Okay, so what should I stab? I stab the motor?
I mean, you could swim up there. If you take off your dive weight, you can just swim freely.
I know this is all like split second stuff, but like
It's okay.
I've come in here and I have no idea. Can someone scream to me whether I should be killing these people or not?
We are busy fighting us. So
I don't think we
can't
should
talk
kill
to
random people.
Yeah.
you. We can't give you input. You need to make this decision for your own character.
You got to do
On
it.
your own.
Okay.
Glenda's-
I'm in my confusion. I am just killing. I am killing random people I am seeing.
All right, so you pull off your weight belt and just leg it up to the top of the cage here,
Yes.
where there's a big. Oh, well, I guess that happened. Where there's a diver. Do you want to attack the diver, or do you want to attack the air implement, the air pump?
Air pump.
You can attack. There's a big tube that's coming down that's kind of like parallel to the chain that goes into the air pump, and that is pumping to the other divers.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll do the thing because then I'll just kill them.
Glenda's.
Just have to swim up for air.
They're in a cage.
Two of them are in a cage.
In a cage, in heavy dive suits, bro.
Otherwise I'm just standing here doing nothing, just waiting for you. I should have swum to
All
the
right,
submarine.
roll your attack on the tube.
Yep, tube. And plussing what?
Are you attacking with your spear, or attacking with your needle, or what are you attacking with?
I'm going to be attacking with the spear.
Okay. So
I
you
don't
should be plussing your dexterity.
Okay, cool. 20.
20. You stab like right into this thing. Immediately, bubbles start like. The panicked diver like standing like next to you, just like.
Clearly very happy about that.
Can I use my bonus round to just like throw them upwards and so they can if they make it up, they can live.
You can try to give them a little boost, but they're in very heavy dive suits. Like they're meant to be down here attached to this cage. The cage is gonna start like wheeling up though.
Okay, I don't even know why I'm doing any of this. The people on the boat are going to realize when they bring up a no cage that something went wrong down here. But
Quickly, what are you gonna do?
nothing.
Nothing. You're still on top of the cage. Okay, great.
Oh,
Cool. Glenda, that's you. Jack.
I'm just shell shocked by what I have done.
The first time you've killed people. Wait, no, is it?
Drown them.
My sprites, can they now fight that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just start with them. 9 plus 3 doesn't hit.
Nope.
14 plus 3 hits.
Yes.
Great. So 1 hits and then a d4 plus 1. 4.
Cool.
Then I am going to entangle this thing. Can I?
Area of effect.
Yeah, it's area of
Oh,
effect.
so it'll entangle everyone?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't want to do that. I will try and... I can't really thorn whip him because he's right there. Will Shillelagh be too slow?
Shillelagh would probably be too slow, but you do have Thorn Whip will be fine.
Okay, I'll thorn whip it.
Okay.
20, natural.
Hey.
Natural 20. Roll 2 dice.
Yay. Which
2d8.
one? Okay, so 2d6 damage.
Okay, 2d6. Roll it.
5.
Ooh.
4.
So 9.
9.
Great. All right. Iggy.
Okay. Iggy sees that his diving ruse has worked. There's a shark. And Glenda, has she destroyed that machine? Like, does it look like it's broken?
No, she ripped the pipe that's going down into it.
Okay.
And lots of bubbles are kind of like escaping out of it.
Can I make it... I'm going to try and run to the remaining Jabberwocky. And use my bonus action to dash if I have to.
To the Sochin.
Yeah, the Sochin. I'm going to...
I'll mulligan it.
Cool. Yay, mulligan. And I'm going to stab it.
Go, stab him.
Ooh, with a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to hurt it.
Good.
Oh, well, that's disappointing. 10 damage.
10
Piercing
damage.
Yeah.
This thing is ripped apart. It's got holes punched into it, but it looks like it's just completely lost its reason, and it is just frenzied as it's trying to just devour Legacy.
That's my turn.
Yeah. All right. Legacy. This thing is in your face, snapping away.
Okay. Man, I've got so little health left. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers again.
It's so crazy, that one.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Do you have enough spell slots?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's the last one.
Yeah, it's my last one. No, it's level 1 spell, so I've got 4.
Oh, you have 4 level 1 spells?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've got space.
All right, better roll this Bane save.
He's definitely going to die now.
All right. He fails.
Yes, okay. 6, 7, 10, 11.
That spell.
What
Killing it every time.
what does it hear in its mind that melts its brain?
It hears, no matter how many times you try and bite this guy, he will not die. And you will. Right now.
And it just goes nuts, snapping at you, and it just kind of snaps so hard that it just seems to be ripping itself apart. It's just in such a frenzy, just like, you can just see it ripped apart by its own mental craziness.
And then for my bonus action, I use this magic potion, the healing potion.
Hold up. I'll sort of try and interrupt him as he does it.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Okay, yeah?
I interrupt him. Has comment kind of ended in this moment?
Yeah.
Okay, I sort of interrupt him and I just use lay on hands to heal him.
Okay, cool. Could have done that earlier when I was, when I was
15. Yeah.
15.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I was coming at you.
Oh, fantastic.
As well.
Like,
All right.
That's incredible.
Brilliant.
Glenda, this big rack of cage is starting to lever upward, heaving. You can see the guy who's in front of you. His helmet is just filling up with water. He's like,
Oh my goodness, this is so hard.
Oh my god, Glenda.
Do something.
Glenda, what have you done?
What did you do?
Guys, I assumed he was evil. I assumed
are you staying on here?
Swim back. Swim there.
okay, Karen?
All go.
Can someone tell me what to do? I don't understand. Do I swim back to you? Do I
Thrust off.
Well, what sort of happens is we finish up, I get my javelin and my spear, and then I turn and look around to see what's happening, and I see this going on. And we sort of, wade over there. It'll take us a little while to get there. Sort of stump over.
So as you're stomping over, this thing starts rising up. Glenda, you got to pick whether you're going to stay on it or you're going to swim off it.
No, I'm not going to stay on it.
Okay, you swim off it as this thing starts rising up.
Do I see that the hose is torn?
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Hey, what's going on here? I say as I arrive.
Wait, is combat over, guys?
Yeah.
I'm very much injured.
I get 7. 7 on my perception.
7. You, at this stage, like all the bubbles have already escaped from the hose, and you don't actually see the tear. You just see the kind of scrabbling as the one diver is trying to like haul himself up, as his strength seems to weaken as he's trying to like haul himself up the chain while it's going upward.
Is there some kind of like a locking mechanism on the suit from the outside? Or is there something that is like a zip or something?
It's got a whole bunch of bolts.
Oh, it's like one of those old school...
Yeah, this is an big old round helmet, wing nuts all over.
Kind of. We've got to accept the loss of these 3 divers.
Should I set them free somehow?
I don't...
Ow.
What's happening, I say? What's happening, Lassie?
I was trying to stop these guys from bringing up this... it's got runes on it, guys, and I wanted to stop them, so I broke their breathing apparatus, so they're very shortly going to die. Did I do good?
No!
I can't react.
I use... Iggy kind of casts his hand out like that, and for the first time ever, he manifests his own hand, but like 30 feet away, and he holds the tube to stop water from going in, and uses mage hand to like at least halt them from drowning in their own suits for a little bit.
All right. As soon as it goes a little bit, like you feel like the mage hand flickering and
as
it goes out of distance.
Am I close enough to them? Can I rip over their suits so that they can swim up?
I'm afraid that this has kind of passed. Cage is like going up and steadily upwards, being drawn upwards. You can only hope that they hold their breath long enough to make it to the surface. I'm going to roll for them now.
What do they have in that cage?
Nothing, it's just the divers.
Bricks, blocks of they were collecting blocks of some kind. We don't know what they were collecting, so.
They still seem to be moving by the time they get to the surface. They have amazing lungs. And it's going up quite fast. So this doesn't take, it's not like the cage is hoisted up over the period of like 10 minutes. This thing, once it gets going, it just like accelerates upward and zooms up. So in under a minute, it is breaching the surface. So it's possible that they made it.
Better hope they've got quick release faceplates. Imagine drowning inside your own suit on land.
You've definitely pissed these guys off. They're going to send people down here. That ship does not look like a friendly one.
At least now they are going to be too weak and incapacitated to explain what's going on, versus if I'd sent them up like fully capable, they would have just got up there and been like, hey, guess what? We were attacked. You better go down there.
Okay,
they
but
might
we better
think
get
that the
into
Sovereign...
Is that the entrance?
Is that...
No, let's hold up. Let's hold up here.
It's
Glenda.
runes, guys. Look at this thing. It's got runes around it. We found it. This is definitely it.
Glenda, look at me.
Yes?
You just tried to kill 3 people. Because you thought they might be interfering. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know who they are. You don't know if they're part of the obsidian. We don't know that. You literally just tried to kill 3 people that you know nothing about because they were getting in our way. Who does that kind of thing? Glenda, who does that?
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
What if they had taken the entrance? It's someone who wants to see her father really badly.
Do you think they've got children? Maybe their children want to see them.
Maybe those children would have come and tried and steal the entrance to the Unbreakable Armory as well.
Maybe, maybe not. We don't know who they are.
So...
All I'm saying is you just attempted to murder 3 people.
Yeah, but they're fine.
We don't know that.
All I know, those 3 people and their entire organization murdered my father.
We don't know anything about them.
If we're going to play the assumption game...
Sometimes
I'm busy ripping teeth out of these things, like for the aarakocra woman, just like taking teeth out. I'm gonna get some teeth for the lady, keep it for a souvenir.
That's a good point. She did ask for teeth. We'll have words. We'll have more words about this later. I say, shoving my sword back.
Something precious has
what would you like to do?
us.
We need to open this gate, guys.
Yes.
I say
You take out your needle?
Get the needle.
And
Get the
quick.
needle.
Okay.
As it gets closer, it starts glimmering, and the runes around the portal start glimmering as well.
Now we need to find the
entrance.
entrance.
Does anyone remember how we got into the
We put
last-
the needle into the...
You put it in the hole, and the whole thing does the same shimmery
Get in.
swirl.
Get in, guys. It's open.
Is it open?
Yeah, it's open and it's down vertically. So you got to swim down through.
And it's all water, obviously.
The water doesn't seem to be going in.
What?
Okay.
Magical portal.
Who's going first?
I'll go.
Of course you will.
Cool.
You just jump vertically down. Whoosh.
To the adventure! And I jump in.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. One by one, you all leap through until finally, Legacy, you're standing next to Glenda.
I guess I'll go.
Yeah, I'm holding the door open for you. You're welcome.
Fine, I'm going.
And that's where we'll end our session.
Jumping down a dark hole. It's not Sam's hole.
It's, yeah, kind of jumping through portals is feels like a natural opening and closing of an episode. So anyway, thank you for joining us. This has been Legends of Storm's Eye. Brought to you with the support of Zootee Studios and Special Effects Media. Awesome. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be back next episode.
I don't know what we did. Nice doesn't know this one.
All right, cool.